Russell Martin says he's proud of his players, but I don't see how you can possibly be proud of going 3-0 down at home in a Champions League playoff match at Ibrox. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. It finished Rangers 3, Club Brugge 1. Disappointing for the Scottish coefficient. Very, very disappointing. Not just did Rangers pick up nothing from the home tie, they're effectively now out of the... I would say they're out the tie. I don't even see them having a chance. Russell Martin claims they're still in it. I don't think they are. I think they'll probably lose in Belgium as well. And that means that they're going to lose both legs against Club Brugge, which will add absolutely nothing to the coefficient. And at this point, I think we may as well just turn our attentions to Celtic. They're going to be the only team that are going to get into the Champions League. And we've also got Hibs, who are trying to keep in the Conference League, and Aberdeen, who've got a Europa League playoff as well. So, yeah, Rangers are done. They're going to be in the Europa League. They're not coming back from this. I just don't see it. They're not even playing well. You know, if Rangers were playing good, if Rangers were even playing decent, even if Rangers were playing decent, it would be hard to envision them going to Belgium and getting a 2-0 win or a 3-1 win against a good Club Brugge side. But they're playing fucking garbage. They can't beat Dundee. They can't beat Motherwell. Hell, they barely beat Alloa Athletic. So for me, they've got no chance. But Martin thinks the tie is still alive. Well, we're going to see what Martin had to say. Why was he proud of the players? And we've also got some reactions from some former Rangers players as well, who I don't think were proud of the team. But let's get into it. So, Martin said the following about the game. He said, quote, "That's as hard as it will ever be for the players on the pitch. I'm proud of how they responded. We concede a crazy goal and don't respond anywhere near well enough. Then we concede out of anxiety and make decisions based on desperation. The game plan went out of the window. When you're 2-0 down after 7 minutes, tactics don't come into it. It's not about style of play, it's about the reaction, and we didn't react well. They all displayed courage in the second half. We recovered properly, and we hurt them as much as they hurt us. That goal changes everything. The tie is still open. We have the privilege of hunting and chasing. We go in as underdogs. I'll enjoy that, and I think the players will as well." End of quote. Right, blaming anxiety for conceding 2 goals is fucking crazy. I mean, absolutely blogging. He says that Rangers now go into the second leg as underdogs. They went into the first leg as underdogs. Let's not get it twisted. They were underdogs in the first leg. They were underdogs in the second leg. They're underdogs in the tie. All right, they're not good. They ain't going to beat Club Brugge. Simple as that. He then went on to say the following. He says, quote, "I understand the intensity and the emotion here, but it can't change the way we work and become weight around the player's neck. There has been a fragility in this club for a long, long time. The club has bounced around different plans and it's been hinged on emotions. Now we have owners that understand where the club has been, where it's at, and where it's going. I came to this club knowing that if it wasn't going to be an easy fix or a quick fix. I hope we'll be judged in May, and by then we'll be in a really good place and winning stuff. There are loads of us to be excited about moving forward. We have to go next week and really attack it." End of quote. What the fuck? There are loads for us to be excited about moving forward. What? I mean, name one. He then says that he hopes he'll be judged in May because they'll be in a really good place and they'll be winning stuff. What are Rangers going to win? What are they going to be winning in May? The Scottish League Cup will be well over by May, and honestly, I don't see them winning that. I think Hibs are going to knock them out in the quarterfinals. They ain't going to win the league. They're just fucking not. And maybe the Scottish Cup's in May, but I don't think they'll make the final. Based on how they're playing right now, even if they avoid Celtic, I just don't see how Rangers... And listen, they do get easy draws, there's no doubt about that. But, I mean, I'd be shocked if they made the final. I just don't really see it happening. Now here, maybe Martin could be right. Maybe come May, this entire team could be transformed. And if he's right, then I'll say, you know what, well, I was wrong, and Martin knows what he's talking about. Martin's turned it around, but honestly, I don't see it. There's nothing to suggest. I think Rangers are getting worse. Every time I see them, they look worse, and I think, to me, that's the worrying sign right there. But, yeah, Martin seems to think that they'll be good in May. So, I don't know. I think he's simply saying that just to buy him time. If he says, judge me in May, then, you know what, that gives him, we're talking, 8 months? That gives him 8 months, 9 months to turn it around. And, yeah, I think it's just a way of buying time, and it's a way of him admitting that right now we're shite, but please don't criticise me because we're going to try and get better. by the time we come to May. But Rangers fans ain't going to wait to May. You know? Like, how many points could Rangers be behind Celtic in May? I mean, honestly, it could be 10 points before September. Never mind fucking May. So, I mean, come on. What is Russell Martin talking about here? And blaming anxiety. The guy sounds like Clement. He sounds like Clement already. Yeah, not a fan of him. What did the pundit say? We had BBC Scotland chief reports writer Tom English said, quote, if Russell Martin doesn't change, he will get the sack. You can't keep defending like that because you will lose games. He either adapts or he won't be here very long. End of quote. Yeah, listen, if his results don't improve, he won't be here. It's as simple as that. Former Rangers striker and coach Billy Dodd said, quote, Russell Martin has to show things are changing, but they don't seem to be. Signing 10 players is meant to make things better, but it remains to be seen if they're better than the players here before. End of quote. Agreed. I think you could make a case Rangers are weaker now than they were. Mainly because, Gassama looks good, but they've lost Tierney. Are they better? Are they worse? Probably about the same. I mean, probably about the same. Maybe slightly better, because I think they have brought in a lot of players, and maybe Tierney's the only player that they've lost that you would consider a big blow. But I'd also argue that some of Rangers' better players last year aren't playing as good this season, like Raskin, for example. So, they might be worse. Former Rangers goalkeeper Alan McGregor said, quote, why does it take going behind to get the enthusiasm and start going forward? Why can't Rangers do that from the start? It seems at the start everybody's a bit fearful of making a mistake. End of quote from... Rangers were on the attack in the opening 2 minutes, and that's kind of what led to the counter and the goal. So, I wouldn't say Rangers didn't go for it at the start, but at the end of the day, Alan McGregor's suggesting that they were fearful of making a mistake, but they made a mistake. They made a mistake 2 minutes in, so what difference does it fucking make, Former Rangers striker Stephen Thompson says, quote, Rangers have shown they can hurt teams, but unless they sort the defending, this will keep happening. I don't think they have it in them to go there and get a clean sheet. That's what they need. End of quote. Yeah, true. I just don't see Rangers going and winning 3-1 or anything like that. So, could Rangers go and pick up a 2-0 win? Maybe. Maybe they could score 2, but they ain't keeping a clean sheet. When I say maybe 2-0, I think they could possibly score 2 goals in Belgium, but I think they'll be conceding at least 2 anyway, so I think they'll need more than 2. And former Rangers midfielder Scott Arfield said, quote, Rangers were off it, they were punished, Brugge came to try and dampen the crowd, and next week when we go there, we need to do the same. End of quote. So yeah, Falkirk midfielder Scott Arfield going with the we, as if he's still a Rangers player, but listen, I just don't see it. I'll be shocked. I will be absolutely shocked if Rangers can turn this around. It might be one of the biggest achievements in the club's history if they can turn this around. If they turn around a 3-1 deficit in Belgium against Club Brugge, with Russell Martin in charge and these current players and the performance that these players are putting in, I'd be absolutely shocked. But I don't see it happening, guys. Let me know what you think down below. I think Rangers are out. I think most people believe Rangers are out. And and Russell Martin soon might be out as well. So we'll see. Anyway, guys, that's it. Catch you in the next one. Leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and peace.